what's up, guys, man? Welcome back to another episode of Woody House Podcast. I'm your host, JMX, with my other host, Ryan, man. And today, man, we got some stuff to talk about, bro. And we haven't done an episode in a while. I've been insanely busy. Ryan's been insanely busy, man. We guys, hey, man, we found some time today to drop one for you guys. And we completely missed a lot, but we're going to just recap everything that's been going on with the NBA and we got some NFL news for you guys too. But before we get into everything, Ryan, man, how you doing? Talk to me.
Yeah, man, I've been chilling. I've been busy, extremely busy. I've been trying to look for a new job, so that's been a pain in my ass. But yeah, I've just been chilling, making my videos, doing my thing. Yeah, that's really about it. Stressing about these damn Steelers. We'll get into it a little bit later, but yeah, I just want to apologize for. I think we had done the episode in like 3 weeks.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I want to apologize for that, but
yeah, man, we've been busy, dog.
What about yourself?
We've been busy. I've been good, man. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of good stuff going on. Gonna be moving soon in about literally it's gonna be a little minute. Like my lease is up at the end of July. I move in August. So yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm gonna have a way bigger. I'm gonna have my official setup that I've been wanting to have for a while. Got a lot more space to work with in my room. So yeah, man, I'm excited for that. But other than that, I've been doing good, man. Got some great stuff going on with my Broncos. Shout out to them boys. Shout out to my Spurs, man. We can make some moves, baby. Yes, sir. Other than that, though, I've been good. But yeah, man, let's jump right into things. Let's talk about NBA finals coming up. Shout out to the OKC Thunder, man. They've advanced to the NBA finals for the first time, and I don't even know how fucking long. I think it was 2012. First time they made the finals in a while, bro. So I was literally a young jit. They beat the Timberwolves in 5. Shout out to Shea. Shea got Western Conference Finals MVP. They handled the Wolves, bro. I mean, they handled them pretty much how I picked the Wolves to win this series, man. And the thing was, I'm like, I could easily see my thing was, and I was telling everybody, I could see OKC blowing them out. But like, I'm gonna be a little bit more optimistic. It was I picked the Wolves because I wanted the Wolves to win, bro. I did not want OKC to win the series, but I mean, hey man, OKC handled their business. Shout out to them boys. They going to the NBA Finals, and Anthony Edwards for the second year straight is going home, sitting home in the Western Conference Finals. I think in 5, right?
Yeah.
Second time losing in 5, boy.
I believe so.
But yeah, man. Ryan, how you feel about this series, man?
Yeah, I was kind of indifferent about the. I thought for sure, regardless, it was gonna go to 7 games. I like what the Wolves what they had been doing in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, especially against my Lakers. I thought the size, the athleticism, the shooting was gonna kind of.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, like I thought it was gonna benefit them a little, but even if they didn't win the series, I thought it was for sure it'll be a little more competitive than what it actually was. But like it just seems like OKC, not even this series, but like the past 2 series, it's like, man, it feels like they got 10 guys out there playing defense at any given moment. Like they're just suffocating some of these teams that they're playing, and I'm interested to see what these NBA these NBA finals are going to look like, regardless of who they play. If it's the Pacers or the Knicks, I think the Pacers might be a little better of a matchup for them. But man, OKC is just so dominant, bro. Especially on the defensive end, but like even the offensive end, like man, Shea can go do anything he wants at any given moment, and like it's just crazy, bro.
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said, man. I thought game 4 they blew it. Randall and Edwards should have been more aggressive. Then they could have probably pushed the series to 7, and who knows who wins in the game 7. But OKC they knew when they got down 3-1, it was over. I mean, you could tell where they came out in game 5. It's very unfortunate for the Timberwolves, but I definitely think their roster is going to look a lot different next year. I think we could see them making a lot of moves to keep certain guys. I think Rudy Gobert is a guy that may be on his way out to keep a Nickeil Alexander-Walker and to keep a Naz Reid. I could see that being something on the table for them. But they got a lot of question marks going in, which we're gonna get into later about the Timberwolves and possible offseason stuff. But shout out, man, you're right. The Thunder, this is one of the greatest defensive teams probably the last decade, bro. I haven't seen a team this dominant defensively. I mean, you could say the 2019 Raptors and the 2014 Spurs. But outside of that, bro, what the 2020 Lakers? I mean, they're probably the best defensive team. I mean, definitely since I've seen since the 2014 Spurs, bro. I mean, the way they play basketball, not a fun like they just you can't really do anything, bro. They got defensive stoppers in Caruso and Lou Dort. You got rim protection with Hartenstein and Chet. Nothing but size. Shea is not a bad defender by any. When your best player is a above average defender, like it does everything. He's not an elite defender by any means, but he can guard. He's no pushover, bro. J Dub isn't a pushover. When your starting five can all guard, like you got no like weak links on the bench as well, bro. When you're getting that type of product, anybody can go off the bench, whether it be Caruso, Case and Wallace, Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, like whoever it is, bro. Like Kyron Williams, he came in a game and just went crazy in one of the games this series. Like, I mean, they're just a deep team, bro. They're a deep young team with superstars, bro. Jalen Williams is I don't think he's a superstar, but he's all-star caliber player, bro. All NBA, I think, for the second year now in a row. Chet Holmgren is one of the best rim protectors in the league, one of the better two-way guys in the league at that. Hardenstein is one of the best fives that you could really find out here in the league. And he's playing his role so well. I mean, they got two of the best perimeter defenders, Lou Dort, Caruso. Like, and then the bench is just full of shooters, bro. They can space. The only guy on the team that really can't shoot is Hardenstein. Everybody else can shoot. They can space the floor however they want to. Like, you can't double shade that much, man. And it's just whoever they play coming out the East, they whooping them. I mean, we got to keep it real. Like, yeah, maybe Indiana could give them a game, but we keeping it a buck. If like, how you put Lou Dort and Caruso switching him with J-Dub and Shea also off of Haliburton, bro, it's hell. With Shed at the rim, bro, come on, man. Like, it's hell, bro. And I think a lot of teams need to follow their recipe in terms of how they built their teams. Like, not everything has to be star heavy. And I think the NBA is forcing this way to play basketball because with all the aprons and shit like that the super team era is done, bro. And I'm glad, you know what I'm saying? But I just didn't want to see OKC win because it's gonna be a blowout, bro. I want to see a good finals, and we just not gonna get a good finals, bro. It's gonna be a wash.
How do you feel about people saying the SGA free throw merchant?
It's not as bad as what people think they are. I mean, he does get a lot of calls, but he's a superstar, bro. He's the MVP. He's gonna get calls, bro. I think what a lot of people are saying is just bad basketball, but I don't think it's bad. I think people are taking it out on him, saying he's playing bad basketball when in all overall, the NBA is just not playing good basketball. Teams are jacking up threes every night, not playing a lot of defense. That's bad basketball. What Shea is doing is what all the greats have done, and he's not even, bro. Like I said, he's averaging what 8 free throws a game or some shit like that. Like compared to all the other MVPs, he's like 12th, bro. Like I think people just need to kind of relax on it. He does get to the line a lot, but I mean he earns it. Like we can't say that like he doesn't earn it. Like some of the calls, yeah, they aren't real calls, but name a superstar that doesn't get a big whistle. You know, I mean you could probably name
LeBron
some, but I
James.
mean I'm yeah, I mean I'm just speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like objectively, like superstars are gonna get big time calls and hey man, Shea does a good job at it. Like, but that's not the reason. Like, I feel like people just it's bad basketball because the NBA is just playing a brand of bad basketball. Like, there's no reason why these teams should be blowing 20-point leads the way they do, 30-point leads the way they do. Like, it's just no reason for it. That's overall bad basketball, bro. When you have 20 going into the fourth quarter, bro, and you blow the lead, like, come on, man. Like, what the hell are we talking about? Like, this was 10, 15 years ago. You got a 20-point lead. The game is over. They're sitting their start. Like, bro, go back to 2012. Come on, bro. You going to the halfway through the third quarter with a 20-point lead? Come on, man.
See,
It's
I
over. Like, everybody turn off the game. Nowadays, it's like, well, shit. Hey, man, 3 possession, 3 straight threes, or they go 7 point, has 13-point game. Ain't coming. Like, bro, that was not happening. Like, teams are blowing leads, but it would take like a game. Like, you could be up 20 at halftime and blow the lead in a half. They blowing leads in a quarter, half a quarter. Like, come on, bro. That's just terrible. That like I've never seen shit like that. I've never seen like how Boston went down, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Y'all up 20 and y'all still consistently jacking up threes. It just don't make no sense to me, bro. It's just a bad brand of basketball that the NBA is playing overall, bro. And that's why you see these style of teams continue to win every single year. You really think about it, the only great 3-point shooting team that won is It's Golden State. It's the truth.
See, I also do wonder if you can also just play devil's advocate to it and say, yes, like, I do agree. Blowing 20, 30-point leads is crazy and it is bad basketball. But you can also say that it's great basketball by the other team. Of basketball nowadays is so, like, teams can get so hot so quick and players are so fucking good. They're so good at playing basketball and they're so good at scoring the ball that it's like a 20-point lead is gone just like that. So,
Yeah.
like, I understand what you're saying, but really with Shay's whole, like, people saying he a free throw merchant, bro, it reminds me of the Chiefs. And I know we've talked about that plenty of episodes where people say that the Chiefs they just keep getting lucky and they keep getting away with all these fouls. And again, some of them with the Chiefs and with SGA are definitely, like, either fouls that didn't get called or, like, bro, how is that a foul? You know, but, like,
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of had like not like a theory, but like a little bit of like a irritation with basketball and, like, even like football, but especially basketball. Like, it seems like every single year there's always like a team that's like this up and coming team, this up and coming young team that everybody's rooting for. They always fall short, and then the next year they have the success that we all wanted them to have the year before, and
And they get hated.
they always get hated on, and it's like I was trying to think about it a couple of days ago what team that really could be, because, like, low-key, I thought this year it could have been if the Wolves would have gone to the finals. You know, I think people would have supported them a lot more than people support OKC now. But, like, next year, I wonder what team it's gonna be. I was thinking maybe the Pistons. Everyone was rooting for the Pistons. Imagine Cade goes crazy. You know?
You know what team is gonna be, my brother. You know what team is gonna be.
No. People are gonna root for the Spurs regardless.
I don't know.
Unless if you guys get Giannis, then I think all the pressure will be on you guys to, like, there's no excuses now. But, like, I was just trying to think about it, like, a team that made the playoffs, a young team, talented team, fell short, and next year they go crazy. Let's just say Cade is in MVP talks. Let's say he doesn't win it, but let's say he in MVP talks.
I like the Pistons. That's a great pick, bro.
And it's like, man, they make the Eastern Conference Finals. Cade getting a couple free throw calls that he should, a couple foul calls that he should maybe it's a little questionable, and everyone on Twitter is killing him. All these troll accounts, everything on Twitter, and it's like people just don't like watching the games of, like, what Shea is doing and what OKC is doing is insane. Do I agree with you where it's like I want more of a competitive series than watching OKC blow out the Knicks or the Pacers 100%. But it's like,
hey, man, it is what it is. Because, look, I was a Spurs fan, and we were whooping motherfuckers' ass. And people was like, man, I'm tired of seeing the Spurs win because they just so good. They just got such a loaded team. Like, bro, I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's no shot at OKC. They just a really good team, bro. But I do think it's funny because every year we get back to the drawing board, and Boston was the only exception of a team. I mean, okay, now I think about a team that was really good at three-point shooting that won the finals probably was Boston. They did win last year. But, bro, they were like the best team ever at shooting threes, right? So it's like about 90% of the 99% of the time, bro, teams who win the finals, their best player isn't predominantly a three-point shooter, bro. You're not gonna be consistent with it, bro. That's why you got guys like Braun. Like Steph was the only exception. Boston got a super team, bro. Boston had legit. They had, come on, bro. That shit was crazy. Like, I mean, you were to think about it. Like, think about the teams that end up in the finals. Indiana, like, you know what makes them so good? And we're gonna get this actually a perfect transition to them. What makes them so good is they know when their shot's not falling, they get downhill. Like, they know, okay, man, what are we, 6 for 31 on threes? Man, fuck this. Let's go downhill. Tyrese, Nimhard, they have a guy like Siakam who can get to his spots. That's what makes them so good. That's why they're back in the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years in a row, and they're one win away from going to the championship. You look at the Knicks, same thing. We down 20. Let's stop jacking up threes. Let's just get buckets. Celtics continue to jack up threes. Now the Celtics are done. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these teams, bro, that's what happens. Like, you just jacking up shots. Like, it's funny because a lot of these teams who be jacking up these threes, they be getting upset come playoff time. And everybody be like, man, oh my God, Boston lost. I was shocked Boston lost in the way they did, but what the hell you expect? You live by the three, you gonna die by the three. Same thing with Golden State happened with them a few years ago when they begged KD to come and they formed damn near the greatest team ever. Same thing, you live by the three, die by the three, bro. But I will say the brand of basketball the Thunder and the Pacers and the Knicks and the Wolves are playing, I love that brand of basketball. Like, it's not a bunch of just jacking. It's literally they play a really good brand of basketball. And I love to see. That's why I like these playoffs, bro. That's why like I like watching a team like Denver play. The Clippers kind of. I just love Kawhi Leonard. Shout out to my guy, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these teams, the Pistons, I like the way they play. They don't jack up a lot of threes. I hate the way Boston plays. I hate it. Like, I hate it, bro. I hate the way the Lakers are playing, jacking up a whole bunch of threes. Like, it's just like, bro, come on, man. Same thing with, I mean, Golden State, they lost because Curry did get hurt. But I mean, hey, man, you're just not gonna win like that, bro. That's why I want to see teams like the Magic win, the Pistons. I want to see teams like that do well because they play a good brand of basketball. I don't want to see, but I will say the NBA is getting back to that. We're getting back to a balanced league. But yeah. Matter of fact, do you think
With
so? Do you think we getting back to a? Because I actually think we're getting back to like where it was in the mid 2010s, the perfect balance where every team had that kind of star player, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, every year is who gonna take the leap, and we getting back to that instead of like, man, we know who gonna win this shit, bro.
See, like earlier in the years, it just seemed like, and we had conversations about it in general about, man, it just seems like it was gonna be the Celtics. Celtics are gonna repeat. It is what it is. I do kind of think if Tatum doesn't get hurt in that game 4, man, he was going crazy. I do wonder how much different the series would have been if they would have even won that game. But no, I agree with you. I agree with you partially. I do like it a lot, and it kind of goes back to a Shea. A reason Shea's getting all these calls is because he's attacking the basket. He's not just settling for the three.
He's getting good.
Mm-hmm.
See, the fact that a mid-range shot is considered low quality now, low percentage, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's crazy. Like, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
They just hate the way they just hate he not shooting threes. That's it.
See, like I do understand to like a certain degree of like I think it was JJ Redick before he got the head coaching job. He was talking about it's better to get like whatever the percentage was. It's better to shoot the three and miss. I forgot. I mean, I'm gonna sound like a dumbass saying it, but like it's essentially better just to jack up threes than it is just to settle for all these twos and all these like mid rangers and all that. I forgot what. Like I know it was JJ Redick for sure, but I don't know. Like I'm in agreement with you with like if the three's falling, take the three and just keep shooting. But if the 3-pointer isn't falling, you can't just like these teams that like you were saying live and die by the threes. Like they're so iffy. They're so like wishy washy. Like you don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, they can go crazy in the playoffs, or they could not and lose first round. But nah, I do like the way Shea playing. I like the way Shea's playing.
I do too.
And I just hate how people are like discrediting it.
Go ahead.
I just don't like how people are discrediting it. But like I do understand the frustration of like some of these calls he is getting are a little crazy. But I feel like those calls sometimes are almost blowed out of proportion of like that one call will make all the other calls that are justifiable look awful.
Fraud, yeah.
But then the calls that are missed by him, because calls are like there are fouls that he's also committing that are missed. Those are like analyzed, and again, it goes back to the Chiefs of like Chiefs getting away with fouls. They're under a microscope so much because they're the best team, and people are just watching them so much, and people are dissecting them so much. And for example, in my opinion, the Chiefs are extremely hated on, and I feel like the Thunder are being extremely hated on as well. That like people are just almost looking for the negatives in it, and like, oh no, that should have been foul. That should have been foul. Or no, that should have been foul. And it's like, no, it definitely should have been. Or in some occasions, like, no, I agree with you, it shouldn't have been. Like, they definitely got away with it. But saying that one foul is the only reason that he this free throw merchant is crazy.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's just like you said. It's also kind of not. It's not the funnest game to watch. But shit, he winning. Like Candy. Like, bro, I remember I tried to make a video when he dropped 40. I'm like, bro, like this dude so boring. Like, but the thing is, it's just not exciting. But like, if you really enjoy basketball, bro, he getting buckets. Like, I mean, like he's getting buckets. Like, I wish kind of Ant came to the party a little bit more in this series, but bro, he be getting like he be killing, bro. Shea be killing. And he young. Like, they gonna be good for a while. They won 68 games this year. They could win 70 games. Like, there could be a season where, bro, it's gonna get spooky. But going to the Eastern Conference Finals, man. Right now the Pacers are currently up 3-2 on the Knicks. Game 6 in Indiana. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I will continue to say this. Game 5 is the most pivotal game when you up 3-1. Bro. Because now, look, you go into that game, the pressure really, it's not 100% on you to win that game. Oh, now it's 100%. You gotta win this in games. You gotta win this next game in Indiana. You go back to 7 at the Garden? Oh, no. I don't know if you can win that game. And I'm going to be so real with you. The Pacers have been a better team. Close them out. Close them out tomorrow, bro. Get them up out of here. You don't want it. Because I'm going to tell you right, bro, the same thing Golden's having with the Thunder. Remember that? When the Thunder were up 3-1. Oh, man, they going to the finals, man. And I'm one of the people, look, and we're going to get into Haliburton in a minute, but I'm going to say this, bro. They better win game 6. They not winning games. I don't think they're going to win game 7. It's, bro, game 7 at the Garden. You was up 3-1. Ooh, man, no, you don't want that bro. I don't think they got a guy on that team that can handle that pressure. That pressure is crazy. They don't got no Curry, LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi, KD. You don't have no one that's like been there enough, like Siakam has, but bro, that ain't no I don't know Siakam handler. Game 7 in the Garden, you was up 3-1. What a trip to the finals on the line, bro. You better close that shit out in 6, and you better come out hot. I'm talking about you better be up 15 going into halftime, coming off a 5-0 run. You better be on that shit, bro. Because I'm telling you, the Knicks are going in there, nothing to lose. You got nothing to lose now. People already wrote you off. But Lord behold, if the Pacers fuck up and they lose this game, oh, it's up. Because the Knicks still ain't got nothing to lose. The moment they went down 3-1, Ron, you notice why you smiling. Boys had nothing to lose. Now, I want the Pacers to win. I do. Because I want Haliburton to prove these motherfuckers wrong because they talking crazy about my boy. But it's looking spooky. Because I've seen it before. Game 5 is so pivotal. Game 5 is outside of Game 7. Game 5 is the most important game of a series. Call me crazy. It is, bro. Second, in my opinion, I think it's Game 1. And then 3 is Game 6, bro. Because I'm going to tell you right here, right now. You scared. You drop this game, it's over. I ain't going to lie to you. Pacers not winning that shit. Respectfully. Nah. The league ain't gonna let them. They're not gonna let them. You got it right here, right now. The league gonna give you your chance in game 6. Oh, nah. You think the league about to let Indiana win in a game 7? What? Hell no. Fuck, you man, get out of here. You better close that shit out in Indy.
And 2 of the 3 games being in New York.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, nah,
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know,
They
man.
better win it.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I do think that they're gonna win Game 6. But man,
They better.
but you got it. You got it.
No, I was gonna say they better, bro. Because bro, Ron, we've seen it. How important Game 5 is, bro. Like, it may not seem that important in the moment. Oh man, we still have 3-2. No, you closed them out in 5. I get it. You on the road. I get it. But you gotta close them out in Game 5. You have to, bro. Because you are playing with 100% pressure the next 2 games. Like, that is a lot. You don't got no. You like Halliburton's. I think is a young superstar. but he's not on the level of a perennial superstar. If this was Golden State, I'm chilling. Man, Curry he gonna go off one of these games. Kawhi gonna give you 31 of these games. LeBron, Luka, bro. I don't know, bro. It's getting spooky. I'm gonna tell you, this tomorrow is gonna decide the series. You better close them out, bury them. You better come out as hot as you did in Game 4, or it's over. It's over. Ooh, it's gonna be spooky.
See, but low-key, these playoffs, man, there's been nobody that's been more clutch than Tyrese.
I know. It's so
There's
crazy.
been nobody. So it's like, if there is a Game 7 in the Garden, I'm not gonna just completely write the Pacers off and be like, if they don't win Game 6, they're for sure losing Game 7. But bro, I agree with you where it's like, man, if they lose Game 6,
it don't get no more high stake than this though. Yeah. In the Garden,
but see, as a fan,
trip to the finals.
As a fan, man, I'm gonna need Indiana to lose Game 6. I want to see this Game 7 Monday night.
Ooh, on a Monday, the hardest day of the week. Oh my God, absolutely not. Indiana, bro, you don't want it. I promise you they don't, bro. And I'm gonna be, bro, that place is gonna be electric.
Rocking, bro. Oh my God.
Every shot, a trip to the finals, coming back down 3-1. Oh my God. It don't get no higher stakes than that, bro. It don't get no crazier than that. I promise you. I ain't gonna lie, I don't want it. Indiana, close it out today. Well, officially today now. We have midnight. Today. Close it out today, bro. Get them up out of here. Because I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy.
And to recap a little bit, just imagine. Game 1, Tyrese hits that shot. Foot on the line, does the choke celebration, and they lose. Choke at 3-1. But see,
it's just tough. Man,
I do want to get into that Game 1 a little bit. I think that game in this series was probably the most important game. If Aaron, what's his name? Aaron Nesmith. If he didn't go fucking crazy from 3,
I told you. Mm-hmm. Game 1's be important, bro. It's game 5 outside of Game 7. It's Game 5, Game 1, Game 6, bro. Game 1's be more important than people think, bro.
Yeah, because people just feel like it's like that. Like, I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but like, I feel like people just kind of feel like, whatever. If we lose Game 1, it's whatever. No, Game 1's important. I mean, all games are important, but like,
because if you steal home court advantage, bro, you can go back to the crib and win too. Like, that's my thing. You go back to the crib and win too, bro. And like, I feel you. That, bro, and it's actually a perfect segue into. So, do you think Tyrese Haliburton is a superstar, bro? Because I've made a few videos on this.
See, like I feel like there's levels to it, you know. Like, I do feel like he is in that superstar caliber player range, but like I feel like there's only like the top. Like, there's levels to being a superstar. You can both be a superstar, but like, he not a Jokic. He not a Luka, but he's. I think
he a young superstar. No, he's definitely like he's entered a certain conversation now. Like, if somebody said he's top 10, I can't argue it. Would I put him top 10? Probably, maybe not. But I think it's like a conversation. Like, he's in that like Donovan Mitchell tier. That's where I kind of put him at. He's in that tier now. He's like you're a superstar, but you're not perennial.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like peak Paul George. He's in like that kind of category a little bit. Like, you're not a perennial superstar, but you're a superstar. Like,
see, it all matters in my opinion. Not all, but like majority of it matters about what you do in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, it most definitely does.
You have to ball out.
I think there are still some players better than him in the league that aren't considered superstars, if that makes sense.
Like who?
Because they just haven't had that chance to get that moment. Like, I think Cade. I think you can argue Cade. De'Aaron Fox. I was having a heated debate about that. De'Aaron Fox or Tyrese Haliburton. De'Aaron Fox clutch too. Is he back? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all about these moments in the playoffs that makes you a superstar. And you got to enter that conversation come playoff time. Like, you got to have your moments. And Tyrese, he has been sensational these playoffs. He's been unfreaking believable, bro. He's been unbelievable, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
he's been
and I
crazy.
think for people, I think Stephen A, man, you know, him saying, like, keep saying that man out of super, it's kind of getting disrespectful, bro. Saying, like, he's, like, comparing him to, like, making the exception that Robert Ory, and I love Robert Ory. Shout out to my boy, Big Shot Bob, you know what I'm saying? But, like, to sit here and say that, you know, come on, bro. Tyrese has been on 32, 12, and 15 with no turnovers. Come on, bro. Like, we gotta act like we gotta acknowledge who this man be sending home. He sent Giannis home twice. Candy, injuries, whatever. Sent him home twice. Who they play in the second round? Help me out.
Cavs.
Beat them. Like,
And the Cavs are arguably the best team in the East.
in the conference. Not Candy, yeah. They were a little banged up. But even when they came back, they got handled. And now with the Knicks, like the Knicks smoked Boston. So we talking about they handling New York. If they win tomorrow, I'm gonna sit there and say, man, they handled the Knicks. They handled them. Like, bro, they beating them at their own game. Like, that's my thing is, and he's been clutch. Yeah. And my thing is, yeah, he's not a guy that's gonna average 25. That's not really his game right now, bro. Think about it. When Steve Nash won MVP, he didn't average 25, bro. Was Steve Nash not a perennial superstar? Because no bullshit. Haliburton may be the only true point guard in the league left. His game is not centered around him dropping 30 or 25 to 30 points, but he's shown when he has to, he can. And that's what I'm like, okay, he's a superstar, bro. And he's the closer. He can close too. I mean, it's kind of hard. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard.
See, I feel like a lot of people just look at points. A lot of people
exactly.
are like, can you go get a bucket? You know?
He can.
But exactly, he can. Man, he's proven the playoffs these last 3 series. I mean, he's hit 3. Granted, if his foot was a little bit smaller, 3 game winners. Like,
bro, I'm talking about insanely clutch. Insanely clutch. Bro, what other moments does he need to have? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what does he need to do to be considered one of the best players in the league? He's okay, since he's been in Indiana. He's been in Indiana, what, 3 years? Or my fault?
I think so.
I can't remember.
I think this is his 3rd year. I think this is his 3rd year.
He got traded at the deadline. Okay, so I'll say this is his first year in Indiana. He was an all-star. Wait, was he an all-star this year?
I think so.
It's not saying he was. Let me see.
No. I don't think he was. I'm pretty sure he was struggling around that time.
You're right. He struggled.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's played 3 quote-unquote full seasons in Indiana, right? So the first year, I don't even think they made the playoffs in 2022, 2023. Or so the last 2 seasons, he's been 2-time All-NBA. Think it was, he was 3rd team both year. All-Star 1 time. 2 Eastern Conference Finals appearances. Finna go to probably to the NBA Finals. Now, those are the 2 years they actually put a solid team around him. How are you not a young superstar? I'm trying to figure out how you're not. Not to mention you're a playoff riser. Okay, in his career in the playoffs, he's averaging 18, 9, 5 rebounds, a steal, shooting 48% from the field, 35% from the 3. In two years he's been in the playoffs. I don't think that's that bad. I mean, for the playoffs, I mean, Candy, I don't think it's like Steph Curry level, and I'm never putting him on that level. But I think that's safe to say. 2 Eastern Conference Finals appearances. You finna go to the finals? And you're clutch? You the closer? You the best player? I mean, people say night to night it changes. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. Because you can say that. You can say that about so many other players in the league, bro. But nigga, like at the end of it all, we know who the best player on the team is, bro. Ain't nobody sitting there saying Pascal Siakam the best player on the Pacers, bro. Like he cold. Nobody, bro. If you think Pascal Siakam is better than Haliburton, you're crazy. He cold. Don't get it wrong.
See, the thing about the Pacers, man, anybody can get hot on that team.
Anybody can get hot.
Anybody. But, like, they're all, like, orchestrated by Tyrese. Tyrese facilitates. He's just facilitating everybody the ball. And, like, again, like, he has his bad games, don't get me wrong, but, like, everybody does, you know?
Everybody do.
Like,
and, bro, this is my fault. This is, like, year what? What year is this for him?
I don't know. I think 5,
This is fourth year in the league, man. Come
4th.
on,
Okay.
bro.
Yeah, like my whole
Fourth
thing
year
with
in
the
the
whole
league.
superstar thing is
It's
like
crazy.
I feel like people are way too quick to like want to just like tear somebody down and like I feel like people just want to be so negative, but then like when something hits, like when something happens, it's like they want to just be that first person to be like, no, 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 bro, I was trying to say Tyrese was a superstar this whole time, bro. I was trying to say that. It's like no, you were not. You would not. Like if Tyrese, imagine they go and win the NBA Finals, and these
They
people,
still gonna try to. If they still try to say this man not a
mm-hmm.
superstar,
And these people are gonna go on TV and they're gonna either say no, he's definitely not, or they're gonna be like, no, bro, I was trying to say he was a superstar. It's like no, you weren't. Like that's my whole thing. Is like, for example, I think Anthony Edwards has been balling. He's been fucking balling. Took his team to the Western Conference Finals. Past 2 years, he was balling in the playoffs. And it's like, well, man, if he's doing the same thing that Tyrese to a different degree, but
hey, Cook,
if he's doing the same thing that
Cook,
Tyrese was doing,
Cook.
it's like you can't really be like, oh well, man, Anthony Edwards is the next face of the league and blah blah blah. But then it's like,
Hey,
say
bro,
Tyrese isn't even a superstar. That's
I wasn't gonna say it, but you said it for me.
that's my whole
Cook,
thing. And again, I love Anthony Edwards.
Cook.
I think he's a superstar, just like I think Tyrese is. I'm not trying to bring and like I feel like people just want to they just want to bring them down. They just want to
Oh my
bring these
god,
players down. When it's like they can both be superstars. They can both be great. They can both be fantastic.
man,
They're both good at what they do. Just because they don't play the
man.
same style of game, they can both be great at both what they do, and they can both be bad at certain things in their game. And like they're so young too. Like that's what they need to develop. They know that's what they need to develop, but they're so young. They're so young, bro, and people are just so quick. They just want to crown them, or they want to tear these players down. And it's like
Exactly.
they're both
And
so good. They both can be superstars, and they both essentially done the same things in their career of bringing their teams to these points. Uh,
Cook. That's all I'm gonna tell you to do is cook. Bro, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but we being so real. And I'm not saying Tyrese Haliburton is better than Anthony Edwards because he's not. I'm not gonna sit here and say that by any means necessary. But if we can call Anthony Edwards a superstar, how can we not call Haliburton? They have accomplished this. Now look, obviously Ant's been second team, maybe I don't know if he's first team All NBA, but whatever. He may have higher accolades in terms of team success and being the team's best player. Bro, they went to the same heights. Halliburton might be going to the finals. And we can't say, well, Ant is in the West because that's not act like Boston and Cleveland and the Knicks aren't in the East now. We can't act like that. We can't act like this man that went through a Giannis. He beat the Cavs. Probably gonna beat the. Like, we can't act like that. Like we have to. My thing is we gotta be consistent, bro. Ant has not won anything yet, and we're superstar. Halliburton is a different player. Like you said, they play the way Haliburton is a true point guard. His job ain't to drop 25, 23, 25 a night. You got to get everybody, you got to feed off of everybody else. And then when the game on the line, or you got a mismatch, you got to go get yours. And he does that. Bro, Steve Nash was not averaging 28 and 10. The only guy I've seen do that, really, on a real note, is Trae Young, averaging high 20s and giving you 10 plus assists. And we call him, and people don't think he a superstar, which is crazy. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. With Haliburton, we got to put him and Ant somewhere on the same level in terms of accolade wise. They have the same shit. Obviously, Ant's a far better player. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's not. It's not even a debate. But in terms of calling him a superstar, they've accomplished the same things in the same role, kind of. The best player on the team, the future of a franchise. That's all I'm saying. Halliburton's been cooking, bro. And we gotta acknowledge it. People don't like the true point guard style no more. That's all it is. Like Stephen A was like, bro, you can name guys who played his role that were considered superstar. Chris Paul. Now I'm not saying he's Chris Paul, but I'm saying in terms of the role and the stats, like, bro, let's be real. Halliburton role is Chris Paul as Steve Nash as. Yeah, They weren't the best player on their team every single game, but everything flows through them though. You could argue Stoudemire was the best player on that team. Chris Paul, you can argue Blake Griffin. Come on. Like,
See,
come on, man. There's like people saying Siakam, but we all know the real. It's Steve Nash, it's Chris Paul, it's Haliburton.
see, I agree with you where I just think it is the play style. Anthony Edwards, he just plays that like it's like the mentality he plays with too. It's the like he's so exciting. He's so like he's gonna go fucking dunk on someone, hit a three in their face, and then talk to him about it. Tell him what's up. You know, where it's like Tyrese is like. It's just it's the way they play. Tyrese is more of a facilitator, but he like you were saying, he can also hit the crazy three, and then also celebrate right in your fucking face. Like I also do think that I think me personally, I think I would take the Pacers team around Tyrese over the Timberwolves team around Ant. Personally, I like the Pacers team a little bit more than I like the Timberwolves team, like the surrounding pieces around them. So like, you also take that into consideration, but I don't know. I just don't really understand like why like are there a certain amount of spots of like only 10 people can be a superstar, you know? Can only 5 people be a superstar? It's like there are levels to it, but then if you want to say, oh well, he's not on Jokic's level. Well, Anthony Edwards isn't on Jokic's level, and I'm not trying to kill Ant. I love Ant. He's one of my favorite players in the league. I'm just using him as an example. It's like these players are just so like they're so young. They still got so much time to develop. But people and these analysts, they want to be so quick to like to crown these players and be like, oh no, I was telling you, I told you Ant was a superstar. And low key, what I was talking about a little bit earlier, where there's like a like what team are people gonna want to tear down next? Low key, I could see the Timberwolves. I could see people wanting to tear down Ant. If Ant goes on an MVP season, he gets away with some of these calls that he probably shouldn't have. People like us, we're gonna enjoy watching the games, you know. But there's gonna be a lot of people on Twitter. I mean, I know you've been seeing all this shit with people calling him Camp Man and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like people are just gonna hate on these players so much that it's like it's so annoying. That's one thing that's the difference between, in my opinion, the NBA and the NFL. Where like people just want to hate on these players so much, bro. And it's like if when the Timberwolves lost, people were just saying it's only Ant's fault. Man, Ant he lost twice. Man, it's like, no, it's the team around Ant, but like in football, we're not saying Jaden Daniels lost the NFC Championship, are we? No, we're saying the Commanders lost the NFC Championship. They just weren't good enough. They couldn't beat the Eagles. It's like people are just so quick. They just want to like, it's that player's fault, and that's it. When it's no, the team just wasn't built. The team wasn't good enough for them. You know. Like the team wasn't good enough to beat the other team. It's basketball. It's a team sport, bro. Like I don't know, but to the superstar shit, like I do think he's a superstar. I think Ant is a superstar too. I'm not trying to sound like I'm hating on Ant. I love Ant, but like I was just using him as an example.
What's crazy? I pulled it up while you were. This is crazy. Chris Paul's best year in the league was in 2007 and 2008 season. He finished second in the MVP voting. It was his third year in the league. He averaged 21, 11.6 on 48% shooting from the field and 37% shooting from the three. Tyrese Haliburton, let's go 2023, the last season. He averaged 20, 11, shot 47% from the field and 36% from the three. Now, this is Chris Paul's best season. Year 3. This is Haliburton in year 3. All right. Now let's go to Steve Nash when he won his second MVP season. 18, 10.5, 51% from the field and 43% from the three. Haliburton. Let's go Haliburton this year. 18 points, 9 assists, 47% from the field, 38% from the three. You know what's crazy about Chris Paul and Steve Nash though? Never went to a championship. So where's
are you talking about just in that season?
No, in there. Okay, no. I'm saying like
CB went to a championship.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, up to that point,
Okay,
for
okay,
either
I got
one
you,
of them,
I got you.
they had never been to a title,
Okay, okay.
right? But they were considered superstars. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know it was a different game, all that shit. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. Nearly him and Chris Paul, nearly identical. Chris Paul's best season ever. Now, I'm not saying he's on Chris Paul. I'm not saying he's Chris Paul. But, bro, come on. They're damn near identical. Bro, identical. That shit's crazy, bro. I'm telling you, you gotta understand. That's why I don't even like going off stats too, because that can be misleading like this. I don't think this is misleading. I think this just needs to open people's eyes. Like, bro, you telling me in their third, like he was, come on, bro. He goes to the finals this year. In year 4, my fault. This is year 5 for him. Come on, bro. What are we talking about? This is crazy. This is getting crazy. That man's a young superstar. Because at that point, Chris Paul, second MVP voting, Steve Nash MVP, you're a superstar. Ain't no doubt about it. You MVP candidate, you're a superstar. Come on, bro. Now I'm not saying Haliburton MVP candidate, but
again,
identical stats, best player, Eastern Conference Finals, you're clutch, All NBA, two-time All-Star. Come on, bro. It's crazy.
There's levels to being a superstar, and I do feel like people were trying to compare him to the top of the top superstar. You know what?
He's not top. He's not any of the top.
Like he's not Jokic. He's not Luka. He's not SGA. He's not any of those guys. But man, if he goes and he beats the Thunder and he leads his team to beat the Thunder in the finals.
Like Stephen A, bro, they talking about Jamal Murray better than this man.
See,
I love Jamal. Yeah. I think Jamal a dog. Bro, you ain't come on, man. What we talking about? Tyrese out here leading his squad.
See, they're both so good at what they do too. Like, for me, if I need a player to go take my last shot, I'm going to me personally. I'm taking Jamal. I've seen him in way too many clutch shots in his career.
No,
but it's
I'm
like
taking Jamal too, but it's close though.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. I think he's a superstar. I just got to make it clear. I think Anthony Edwards is also a superstar. I was not trying to just hate on him. I wasn't trying to hate on him. I'm just saying in general, like if he's doing the same thing Ant's doing, and we're already saying he's a superstar, which he is, you also have to bring him into that level. Again, they play two different ways, but they're both so fucking good at the way they play. You know, They both have ways to improve their game too, but that's why they're so young. They have so much time to develop their game. Like you don't just have to crown these players right now and be like, yep, this is the best they'll ever be, or no, this is the worst thing ever. Like, I don't know. I feel like we just people.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Well, last thing I'm gonna say, who you got tomorrow?
As a fan, I want to see the Knicks win. I want to see them go to 7, and at that point, I don't care who wins. So I'm gonna go with the Knicks.
I'm gonna go Indiana. I think Indiana closes it out tomorrow, man. I'm gonna go to Pacers.
Okay.
But yeah. But that's gonna do it for this. That's gonna do it for this episode. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, hit that sub button, keep showing us some love, man. We back. And we gonna be back with the finals too, man. There's gonna be a lot of episodes. NFL season coming back. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. I'm your host JMX. My co-host Ryan. Till next one. Peace.